Children, it is a solution of the exercise of the chapter Force and Pressure. Now let us discuss the questions one by one. First one is, give two examples each of situations in which you push or pull to change the state of motion of object. Here we have to give two examples for push and two examples for pull. So first let us save here. Let us take the answer for this question. Push. You know what is push? That is also one of the method of exerting the force. So to push, the two examples are here. Two examples. First one is, here you can move a book by pushing, or you can push the door. Also you can push the drawer to close it. So you take one example. Example 1 it is. Example. First example you can give. We close drawer by pushing. Second one, you can push book or box, whatever it may be. We move a box or book by pushing. These are the two situations that you can explain for pushing. Second, for pulling. Pull. Again, you know that to draw the water from the well, here you are pulling the rope. We draw water from the well, by pulling the rope, by pulling the rope. One example. Second, you know that here horse or bullock pulls a cart. Bullock or horse, you can write horse pulls a cart. Many example you can give. These are the two situations. Here these two are the examples for each situations for push and pull here. Next question. Give two examples of situation in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. Here you can say that when you stretch a rubber band, it elongates. That is nothing but change in shape. And you can apply the force on the clay to change its shape. That is the two examples of situation in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. And also you can give some more example, chapati making. All these are the examples of, that is the situation in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. So you take one example. Examples of situations in which applied force causes a change in the shape of an object. Here there are two examples. Example 1 you take, when we apply force on a rubber band to stretch it, it elongates. That is one of the shape changing. When we apply force on a rubber band, it stretches. Second, you can, by applying the force on the clay, we can change the shape of this clay can be changed here. By applying the force on the clay, its shape can be changed. Or chapati making, that is also one of the change in shape by applying the force. Next, so let us take third one. Fill in the blanks here. Fill in the blanks. To draw water from a well, we have to dash at the rope. You know that we have to here pull at the rope. So what you have to write? We have to pull at the rope. A charged body dash an uncharged body towards it. Charged body can attract. Here can write attract. Charged body attract an uncharged body towards it. Second one you got, a charged body attract an uncharged body towards it. To move a loaded trolley, we have to push it. And also you can pull here. Push or pull you can write. Here, to move a loaded trolley, we have to push it. Next, the north pole of a magnet repels the north pole of another magnet. You know that like poles of magnet repels each other and unlike poles attract each other. Here north pole means they are the like poles, so they must repel. So you can write repels. The north pole of a magnet repels the north pole of another magnet. These are the answer here. Next question is, an archer stretches her bow while taking aim at the target. She then releases the arrow which begins to move towards the target. Based on this information, fill up the gaps in the following statements using the following terms. Here, terms are given: muscular, contact, non-contact, gravity, friction, shape, attraction. These are the terms given. Here we have to fill the suitable terms in the given blanks here. And first one is, to stretch the bow, the archer applies a force that causes change in its. You know that here the bow bends, and that is nothing but change in the shape of the object, that is change in its shape. Here by stretching the shape of the bow changes. So here the force is applied which causes change in its shape. So you can write it is change in shape. Second, the force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of. Here it is, you know that here the force is applied by the archer means here it is a muscular force. You write it is muscular force. And the type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of. Here there is a contact, so you can take that it is a type of force means it is a contact force here. Here contact force, it is type of force is it is contact force. Next, while the arrow moves towards its target, the forces acting on it are due to. Here there are two forces acting on the arrow which moves towards the target. One is the gravitational force of the earth and other one is the frictional force of the air. So what you can write here? Here gravity is there, friction is there. So you write it is gravity and friction. Friction of air. So the first one is to stretch the bow, the archer applies a force that causes a change in the shape. Second, the force applied by the archer to stretch the bow is an example of muscular force. Third one, the type of force responsible for a change in the state of motion of the arrow is an example of a contact force. While the arrow moves towards its target, the forces acting on it are due to gravity and that is due to and also due to friction of air here. These are the answers. Next, fifth question. In the following situations, identify the agent exerting the force and the object on which it acts. State the effect of the force in each case. First one is here. Squeezing a piece of lemon between the fingers to extract its juice. Here the object is lemon is there and you know that fingers, the force is the force by the fingers here. Here what happens? The force acting agent is fingers and also the object is here lemon and juice means juice comes out here. That is, you know that there is a change in the shape of the lemon. Due to the change in the shape of the lemon, the juice comes out here. So here first question, what is that? Agent. Agents are fingers. And the second object. Object is lemon. And the effect of force is that is change in the shape of lemon. So write agent. Agent what? Fingers. Next, object. Here the fingers exert a force on the object, that is lemon. And effect here, what is the effect of the force? That is change in the shape. Change in the shape. You know the shape of the lemon when it is squeezing between the fingers, you know that its shape changes. That is, the effect is here, the change in shape which causes the extraction of the juice. So the fingers acts as a force acting agent, and the object is the force is exerted on the lemon. The effect of the force is change in the shape of the lemon here. Second, taking out paste from a toothpaste. Here again the fingers. Here agents are fingers of the person, and object is toothpaste, tube it is. Effect of the force is, we can observe that the paste coming out of the tube, that is also change in the shape. You know that it causes change in the shape of the paste tube, and as the shape of the paste tube changes, the paste comes out here. Second, you take agent. What is the agent here? Agent is toothpaste tube squeezing, that is the fingers of the person. What is that? Fingers of the person. Fingers you take. Same thing here, you take fingers of the person. Next, object, you know that toothpaste tube. Object, toothpaste tube. And next, you know that effect is the change in the shape here. What is the effect? Change in shape of tube. Change in shape of tube, which causes the coming out of paste. Which causes coming out of paste. Here also change in shape means that causes, you can write which causes what? Extracting the juice extraction. Next, third one is a load suspended from a spring while its other end is on hook fixed to wall here. Here the agent is load suspended. Here you know that load suspended is an agent, and also you know that here the spring is the object here. Spring is the object, and the effort can be seen in the form of, you know that spring elongates here. That is also nothing but change in shape. Change in shape which elongates the spring here. You know that if the load is suspended from a spring, here the load is the agent here. The suspended load is the agent and spring is the object. Elongation of the spring, that is nothing but change in the shape of the object. So you take that one. First one, what is that? Agent is suspended load. Agent, suspended load, and object, the suspended load exert a force on the spring here. So here the object is spring, and next effect is, that is in the form of elongation of spring. Change in shape which is in the form of which is in the form of elongation of spring. Elongation of spring. Fourth one. So an athlete making a high jump to clear the bar at a certain height. Here you know that here athlete exert a force on himself only. So athlete himself is an agent, and also here himself is an object. He exert force on himself. So here both agent and object are himself only, the athlete only. And effect of the force is, here you know that he clears the bar at a certain height, means that is change in the state of motion of the athlete here. Change in the state of motion it is. So you take here agent. Agent is, which is agent here, muscles of athlete. Muscles of athlete. And object. So what is object? Athlete himself. Athlete himself. And effect is here. Here you know that he jumps to certain height, that is change in the state of motion of the athlete. Change in the state of motion of athlete.